hairstylist. I am here today because a lot of you have asked me to do tutorial videos so that you can recreate the salon look at home. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to round brush your own hair so that you can have good hair 365 days out of the year. So hang tight and we'll get started. Hi guys, I'm back. I have freshly washed hair and I have applied some product. So we're going to get started, but first off, I put in some leave-in conditioner. This is Fast Fix. Leave-in conditioner is just going to keep your hair healthy and shiny. Then I put in a little bit of root boost up here at the roots. I'll show you again in case you missed that. You spray it in right there at the roots. Rub it in. It's going to give you a little bit of volume when you round brush. And then I finish the ends with a little bit of blow dry balm. And what this does is smooth out your ends and adds a little bit of shine. So after applying those products, I'm going to power dry my hair. What that means is I'm going to dry it with my hands to about 80% dry. Alright guys, first thing I'm going to do is we're going to start drying the roots first. And just kind of moving your head around. The idea is to dry the hair the opposite way that it wants to lay so that it has more volume. And then if you have bangs, you're going to want to dry them like this in your face. Mine are a little long. But if you have bangs, I recommend drying them back and forth. So that way when they lay flat, it won't be all over the place. So my hair is probably about 70% dry. So now what we're going to do is we're going to section it. And you can do this one of two ways. You can clip up all the sections starting at the top. And it doesn't matter how much you put up, just depending on the thickness of your hair is how big you're going to take this section. So if you have more hair, take a smaller section. You're going to start with this section here. And I always go back and blow dry the roots a little bit more because really you're not going to get any volume down in these sections, so you're really just going to use the brush to smooth it out. You're going to take your round brush. I use a large round brush for my hair. If your hair is shorter, you're going to use a smaller round brush. Just depends on what look you're trying to do. I stick it in there, put the blow dryer right here, and pull them down just like that. Only time you want to roll a round brush on longer hair is when you get to the ends like that. And then you can just roll it just a little bit, create a little bit of bend in the hair. And then if you take the heat off of it and let it cool for a second, it gets a little bit better shape on the ends. Now a lot of you are you're gonna have to put down the blow dryer, turn it off, which is fine. Grab your next section of hair. All it is just pulling it out. And then turning it a little bit on the ends. I think that's where a lot of you are getting the brush tangled in your hair because watch what happens when I do it up here. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that. So stick it in at the roots, put the blow dryer there, pull it out. And about the last 2 to 3 inches of your hair, you can spin it right there, but when you turn it, pull it down. Just putting it in the roots and making sure that the airflow goes down the hair shaft. Because if you do it like this, it's just gonna cause a lot of frizz. If you're right-handed, the right side is a little different because it's a little harder to get in there. So I just take the brush, stick it to my head, turn it a little bit, and grab it with just like that. You're not really gonna get any volume in your hair until you get above the round of your head, which is right here. Patience is key. This is why you get your hair dry 70 to 80% before you start. So that way, you're not trying to round brush completely wet hair. Now, this area in the front, I like to just do it back and then it just falls naturally. A lot of you that have bangs, you should have blow dried your bangs from the beginning. Don't let your bangs air dry or they will be a mess. Always, even if you let your hair air dry for a little bit, go ahead and blow dry your bangs so that they lay nicely. Grab it with the brush. I'm going to do mine away from my face. That's kind of what I recommend doing to get you a little bit more volume. Turn your dryer in your hand this way, aim for the roots, and pull it out. And before your hair goes off the end, roll it back in here. If you pull it forward, you're going to get more volume that way. So I just kind of grab it with the brush. Now depending on how long your hair is, if you've got long hair, my layers are pretty short on top, so if you've got long layers, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to want to grab it the same way that we were doing the sides. Find your natural part, or where you want it parted at. And same thing, put the brush in here, grab it like that. here's the finished look. I hope that that tutorial helps out and you guys can all recreate this at home. If not, comment in the boxes below and I will get back to you. Look for more videos to come and I'll see you soon.